Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been watching General Hospital for so many years now. It feels like these folks in Port Charles are part of my own extended family. You know how it goes after supper. I kick back in my recliner, and there I am, right back in that wild little town by the water. This week, though, the story really tugged at my heartstrings, especially with Ava Jerome. Bless her heart, that poor woman is beating herself up something fierce over what happened with her nephew Lucas. I tell you, it hit me right in the feels, and I just had to sit there shaking my head at the screen. Let me tell you all about it, the way I saw it unfold. Ava's been through more than her share of hard knocks in life, but this one seems to be weighing extra heavy on her. Her nephew Lucas Jones got himself into some real dangerous trouble with Jen Sidwell. That man pulled a gun on the boy in a fit of pure rage, and now Ava can't stop thinking she should have stepped in sooner. She regrets not making Sidwell pack his bags and get out of town while she still could. I kept thinking to myself, Ava, honey, we all wish we could turn back the clock sometimes. She just didn't see how dark and dangerous Sidwell could get. One minute he's playing the part of a changed man, and the next, well, you see the kind of violence he's capable of. It gave me the chills, I swear. What makes it even sadder is how it all came from a place of kindness. Ava knows what it's like to lose a child. She's carried that pain for a long time. So when Sidwell was grieving the loss of his own son, Marco, Ava reached out as a true friend. She offered him comfort and understanding because she'd walked that same lonely road. In her shoes, I probably would have done the same thing. We all want to believe people can turn their lives around, don't we? Especially when they've got that same hurt in their eyes. She even went out of her way to invite Lucas to stay with her for safety, but the boy turned her down flat. Same thing happened when his sister Carly tried to help. Those kids are stubborn, just like their family always has been. Now, here's the part that really got me thinking. Only Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins know the real reason Lucas stayed put at Windermere. He confided in them that he was there to get some justice for Marco's death. He had a plan for revenge, and it put him square in harm's way. When Sidwell discovered something important missing from his safe, some kind of secret he was using to put pressure on Sonny and Laura, he immediately pointed the finger at Lucas. Lord have mercy. That boy walked right into the lion's den without fully realizing how sharp those teeth were. Ava's sitting there now, full of regret, wondering if her soft heart clouded her usual street smarts. She underestimated Sidwell, plain and simple. Life has a way of teaching those hard lessons when we least expect it. Watching all this play out, I couldn't help but reflect on my own life. We've all had moments where we let compassion get the better of our good judgment, haven't we? You help someone through their troubles, offer a hand, and suddenly things spiral in ways you never saw coming. That's what makes General Hospital so real to me after all these decades. The characters aren't perfect saints. They're flawed people trying their best, just like you and me. Ava's guilt feels so genuine, and Maura West plays it with such depth that you can almost feel her heartache through the screen. I keep wondering what's going to happen next for Lucas and the whole family. Will Ava find a way to forgive herself? Can Lucas get out of this mess without more tragedy? These stories have a way of reminding us how precious family is and how one wrong move can shake everything. It makes me grateful for the quieter life I lead, but it also keeps me coming back week after week. If you're watching too, especially you ladies who know what it's like to carry family worries on your shoulders, I bet this one's sticking with you as well. Port Charles never fails to deliver drama that feels close to home. I'm already looking forward to the next episode, even if it means more sleepless nights, worrying about these characters I've grown to love. Life's too short not to care, right? What a ride this show continues to be. I've been glued to General Hospital lately, and this latest twist with Ava and her nephew Lucas has me thinking about it all day long. When Ava first heard about that scary run-in Lucas had at the construction site for the new tennis court, the one they built to remember Marco Rios, her face just fell. I could see the worry and guilt washing over her all at once. She started asking herself the big question. Is Lucas deliberately trying to set a trap for Jen Sidwell, using himself as the bait? Can you believe that? A young man putting his own neck on the line like that. It takes real guts, but it also breaks my heart thinking about the danger he walked into on purpose. From what Lucas told Sonny and Laura in private, this was all part of his plan. He said the only sure way to catch Sidwell and bring him down for good was to catch him red-handed, right in the middle of trying to kill someone. That's why he turned down Sonny's offer of protection, even though it would have kept him safer. Lucas wanted to draw the man out into the open, no matter how risky it got. Lord have mercy, that boy has the same stubborn streak as the rest of his family. When Sidwell found out something important was missing from his safe and flew into a rage, he pointed that gun right at Lucas. It all happened so fast at that tennis court site, and now the whole thing has everyone on edge. Ava's going to be absolutely beside herself once she gets the full story. I reckon she'll cut off her friendship with Sidwell completely after this. No more understanding, no more trying to help him through his grief. That chapter is done. She's already feeling so awful, blaming herself for not pushing harder to get Lucas out of Windermere and away from that dangerous man. She knows in her head that Lucas is a grown man who made his own decision, and as his aunt, the only close family he really has around here besides his sister and their grandmother back in New York, she has to respect that. But in her heart, oh, the regret is eating at her. What if I had done more? What if I had insisted? Those kinds of thoughts keep circling around, don't they? What really touches me deep down is how this situation is stirring up all of Ava's old private regrets. She's made mistakes in her past that she can never fix, things she's carried quietly for years. We all have those moments we wish we could go back and change, right? The hurts we've caused, the wrong turns we took when life got messy. Ava knows she can't undo any of that, but she's trying her best to make things right now by learning from those hard lessons and protecting the people she loves. That's what makes her story feel so real and close to home for folks like us watching. It's not just drama. It's about family, forgiveness, and trying to be better after you've stumbled. And it wasn't just Ava carrying that heavy load of guilt that day. Sonny got hit with a big surprise too, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was feeling some of the same regrets in his own way. These people in Port Charles are so connected. One person's trouble spreads out like ripples in the water, touching everyone who cares about them. It makes you stop and think about your own family, how far you'd go to protect them, and how sometimes good intentions still lead to heartache. I tell you, watching Ava wrestle with all this guilt and self-blame has me rooting for her even more. She's a strong woman who's been through the fire before, and I believe she'll find a way to move forward. Maybe she'll finally put some distance between herself and Sidwell and focus on being there for Lucas however she can. These stories remind me that life is full of second chances if we're willing to grab them. No matter how old we get, we keep learning, keep caring, and keep hoping for the best for the ones we love. I'm already anxious to see what happens next on General Hospital. If you're watching too, especially you ladies who understand what it's like to worry about family from sunup to sundown, I bet this one is staying with you just like it is with me. Let's keep following along together and see how it all unfolds in that beautiful, complicated town by the harbor. You know, after watching all this unfold, my heart really goes out to Ava. She's carrying a heavy load of guilt right now, but I believe it'll make her stronger and more determined to protect Lucas. She can't change the past, but she's learning from it, and that matters. Lucas risking himself as bait to trap Sidwell shows just how far family will go for justice. It's dangerous and brave, but it reminds us all to hold our loved ones close. If you're watching too, I hope this story touches your heart like it does mine. These characters feel like old friends. I'll be right here next week, ready for whatever comes next. Life sure is full of surprises, isn't it? Keep watching, folks.